Hey everybody, let's break down the front kick through. The front kick through is one of my very favorite movements to incorporate in my own training. I use it on its own as a standalone drill, or I sometimes incorporate it with other movements for a flow. It looks like this. We start in a loaded position, hips pressed back, arms straight. Step forward, drive the leg, push back. You can see there's a lot of power. It's a really dynamic movement. You need a certain amount of strength and hip flexion, and if you're going to go fast, you need a certain amount of stamina or endurance. But if we break down the movement into its component parts, it's much more doable than it looks. Let's take a look. We start with our loaded beast position. The arms reach forward, push the hands into the floor, and then from a tabletop position, as we drive back, the toes are tucked under and the knees are lifted. So this isn't just a comfortable position where I'm kind of hanging out and relaxing. I'm actually really ready to step forward here. I've got kinetic energy stored up in my feet and my hips, so that when I step forward and when I jump forward, I've got all of that power driving forward. It can take a certain amount of stamina and strength even to hold yourself in that position. So step one is learning that loaded beast position. Step two is finding the front step. The front step is the next stage to being able to kick through, but you can do it on its own as a really strong practice. It looks like this. We're in our loaded position. The arms are pushing forward, the hips are driving back. Now, in a moment, I'm going to lift my left hand as my left foot steps forward, stepping into a lunge. As I do that, my left elbow drove back. My left foot is pressing powerfully into the floor. The toes are pointing forward. My right hand is pressing strongly into the floor. My right leg's a little bit bent, but it's really strong. To step back, I push into my right hand, bring my left hand back down, and the hips drive into my beast position. Let's try that on the other side. Step forward, replace the hand. The gaze is a little bit forward and down. My back elbow driving back, and I'm pushing again into the hand and the foot. To return, I push, hand comes down, and I go back. So let's break that down a little more slowly. Step, and back. Step, and back. You can feel how much that takes, just a step. If we want to take it to a more challenging or a more complex level, we can start to play with that. All we're going to do is take that back leg and travel it through. Let's break that down. From our beast position, driving the hips back, step the left foot forward. Now, I've cleared a window between my left foot and my right hand. I'm going to push into my right hand and my left foot as my right knee squeezes toward the chest. My right butt drops down and the right leg extends. I point the toe. To come back, knee pulls in, I round through the spine, flexing, the right foot comes down, the left hand comes down, the left foot comes back. So, let's try that on the other side. Step, push, pull in, travel through, legs straight. Push back, step back, hand down, loaded beast. Breaking it down into these parts helps us to see that it's really just a matter of putting the stages together. As you get stronger, as you're able to do each of the stages progressively, we can get more dynamic, we can get a little faster. Make sure that you're opening up enough of a window to travel forward with that back leg. If it's too tight, you won't have space. Make sure that you've got that front step strong, that you're always putting your foot right where your hand was, and as best as possible, the toes are pointing forward so that the leg is pointing forward and not off to the side or somewhere else. Give it a try, see what you think, and I'd love to hear what your experience is with the front kick through. Thanks for watching.